Hey, folks, welcome to the Alliance Pro Wrestling Network. I'm your host, Lewis Carlin. Thanks for joining me today. Huge news in the world of professional wrestling. Paul Wight, AKA Big Show, 22-year veteran of the WWE, has signed a long term deal with All Elite Wrestling. Yes, Paul Wight is now All Elite. He signed the contract today. Well, I don't know if the contract was signed today, but the announcement was made today by Tony Khan on his social media accounts. Paul Wight, long-term deal. This is huge. This is huge. I know a lot of people out there saying, "Oh, he's 49 years old, past his prime." But think about it, man. Think about it. With the WWE for 22 years, and All Elite Wrestling was able to sign him. All Elite Wrestling right now, they're showing that they mean business, that they're the real deal, that they are going to be in a huge competitor, a major competitor to the WWE. And I think after the signing, the WWE, if there's any doubts in the WWE that All Elite Wrestling could be a major competitor and even overtake the WWE, I think this signing of the signing of Paul Wight is further proof that this could happen. That All Elite Wrestling could overtake the WWE, because All Elite Wrestling, they're doing things that the WWE wouldn't even think about doing. Um, the partnership with the Impact Wrestling, now they have the partnership with New Japan Pro Wrestling, signing away John Moxley in the beginning, signing away Paul Wight now, a 22-year veteran of the WWE. You never thought something that like that would happen. That's like it's, and even they got Sting. Sting was formerly with the WWE, and now with All Elite Wrestling. I know these names are like I mentioned, Paul Wight, 49 years old, Sting in his 50s, but they're big names. They're big names that are now no longer associated with the WWE. They're associated with All Elite Wrestling. So this is huge. Tony Khan's doing a great job. He's doing a great job, in my opinion. And I saw on social media people saying, "Oh, All Elite Wrestling, they're signing, older WWE wrestlers." If you're saying that, you're not paying attention to All Elite Wrestling. That's not what they're doing. That's not what they're doing. Look at their roster. Their roster is tremendous. They have a tremendous roster. Look at AEW Dark. And by the way, Paul White's going to be an announcer. There's a new AEW Dark Elevation that's going to be debuting Mondays on YouTube. That's going to be in addition to the new All Elite AEW Dark show. It's on Tuesdays, so they're going to have two All Elite wrestling dark shows Monday and Tuesday, showcasing younger talent. So that's going to be exciting. So he says, right, you see right there, they're not just going after older WWE wrestlers, as I'm seeing on social media. They created a second show for younger upcoming talent that they're going to showcase. They're going to showcase them on the new AEW Dark Show Elevation and the Tuesday show as well. So they're doing it right, man. They're doing it right. AEW, Tony Khan, huge move by Tony Khan, bringing in Paul White. And again, you never thought that something like that would have happened. You never thought in a million years you would see Paul White ever work for another promotion other than the WWE. You never thought in a million years you would see Chris Jericho ever work for another promotion other than the WWE. You never thought in a million years you would see John Moxley work for another company besides the WWE. So, but it's happening, man. And Tony Khan, Cody Rhodes, the Young Bucks, they're doing a terrific job, man. They're doing a terrific job. They're doing it right. They're creating a tremendous alternative to the WWE, and I wouldn't be surprised if they eventually overtake the WWE in terms of popularity in professional wrestling, because they're doing the right thing. So big move, huge move. And I'm looking forward to seeing and hearing Paul White doing the announcing on this new AEW Dark Elevation show. Again, which will be on YouTube Mondays at 7 p.m. according to reports. And also, Paul White is not just going to be the announcer. I was reading that he's also going to be competing in the ring. And Shaquille O'Neal is All Elite as well. So I think we're gonna finally get that Paul White, Shaquille O'Neal one-on-one match, and it's gonna happen not in the WWE. It's gonna happen in All Elite Wrestling. Um, there's a good bet that that will happen. But as I said, Paul White will be competing as well as announcing in All Elite Wrestling, in an All Elite Wrestling ring. I don't know if it's going to be full time or if it's going to be part time. I can see Paul White doing something similar that Andre the Giant did when Andre the Giant was in the 70s and the early 80s when he was touring different territories. Usually, if a wrestler, for example, Michael Hayes, he had an issue with Jimmy Snooker and Terry Gordy, where they kept getting the best of him in Georgia Championship Wrestling. And Michael Hayes brought in Andre the Giant to help him out in that feud. I think Paul White is going to be, would be good filling a similar role that Andre did back in the, like I said, the late 70s, early 80s. If, like, say, Marco Stunt is being bullied by FTR or something, and he needs help, he could call on Paul White to come in and help him out in the feud in a feud with FTR or whoever is bullying him, something like that. You know, I can see him in that role. I can see him in a match in matches as well. But I think that role, defending the little guy, you know, from bullies would be a good role for Paul White, for him to come out from behind the announce booth and get back into the ring. But again, big news, huge news. I'm going to say it again. Like, I can't believe it, man. I can't believe you're actually saying that Paul White is All Elite. All right. Zelina Vega, her 90-day no compete period is apparently over. And there's a rumor going out now that she's going to appear in All Elite Wrestling to manage LAX, Santana, and Ortiz. I was reading possibly Santana and Ortiz might be on the way out of Inner Circle. This would be a perfect storyline opportunity to bring in Zelina Vega. Well, I don't think she'll be Zelina Vega. She'll probably be Thea Trinidad. Zelina Vega, I believe, that name is owned by the WWE. So she would come in as Thea Trinidad, or maybe they'll give her another name. But I think that would be a great opportunity for her to come into All Elite Wrestling and manage Santana and Ortiz. She would give them, well, I don't want to say she would give them credibility. Santana and Ortiz have credibility already, but this would give them extra credibility because she was a great manager in the WWE, a great talent in the WWE, and having her come in and aligning herself with Santana and Ortiz would be terrific. Or she could come in just as a wrestler and work her way up and try to get a All Elite Wrestling women's title shots as well. She could do that. I was going to say maybe she'll be in the tournament, but I think the tournament is just about over. So I don't think there's another women's tournament coming up. But I would love to see her come in and manage LAX. That would be fantastic. I think that's perfect scenario for Thea Trinidad, and a perfect scenario for Santana and Ortiz to get her to come in and manage them. I think I think the fans will love it. It will go over well. I think I think if they did that, I think Santana and Ortiz would probably win the All Elite Wrestling Tag Team titles in 2021. If they did, I think it would be great. Like I said, I think the fans will love it, and perfect scenario. It's perfect, man. It's a perfect scenario for both teams. And it's a big plus. Be a big plus for Zelina Vega coming in managing an established team such as Santana and Ortiz, and it'll be a big plus for Santana and Ortiz to get a well-established talent who's a terrific manager in Thea Trinidad. So we'll see what happens. Well, she could also. Impact Wrestling might be a destination as well. They need some new women. Excuse me. Impact Wrestling needs some new fresh women's talent, and Thea Trinidad, she's formerly of Impact Wrestling. Deonna Purrazzo, I know, speaks highly of Impact Wrestling. I'm a huge fan of Impact Wrestling, and for her to go in and to be a singles talent, a singles wrestler, that might appeal to her as well. So it's definitely going to be All Elite Wrestling or Impact Wrestling for sure. If I was a betting man, I would bet that she would choose to go to AEW and then hopefully we'll see her managing LAX because, like I said, I think that would be terrific for everyone involved in that, and the fans will love it. Um, it would definitely take Santana and Ortiz to the next level, in my opinion. It would definitely take them to the next level, and I definitely, like I said earlier, I think it would lead them to the All Elite Wrestling Tag Team Championships. We'll see what happens. Like she did tweet out. Let me see if I got her tweet pulled up here. She did tweet out. I don't have the tweets. Let me see here. Let me see if I have the tweet. I know she tweeted something interesting out. I actually, it was more along the lines of that today is going to be a great day, something like that, which means her 90-day non-compete period is over, and she's probably about to put pen to paper and sign a new contract. But again, if I was a betting man, I would bet that she will be signing with All Elite, and Tony Khan making the announcement soon that Thea Trinidad is All Elite. So if I, like I said, if I was a betting man, I would put my money on that. All right. Well, thank you very much for joining me today. Lots of big stuff. Very, again, still blown away by Paul Wight signing with All Elite Wrestling. Yeah, big day. And again, keep your eyes open. Tony Khan should be making either Tony Khan or Scott Demore. Somebody will be making an announcement soon about Thea Trinidad. In my opinion, I don't think she's going to be a free agent for too much longer. I think that she's going to get signed. If I would think today's Wednesday, I would say with by next week she should be signed to a major promotion. All right. Well, thanks for joining me today. My name is Louis Carlin. This is the Alliance Pro Wrestling Network. And until next time, thank you very much. Take care. Bye bye, and stay safe, everyone. So long. Bye bye.